All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Kalam La Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakodash, and also give honor to the pastors and the elders of our Grand Millstone, and Shalom to Akimah pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakodash. All right. Back again with a lesson, and and this lesson here, man, is going into something that I experienced lately. All right, and something brothers are gonna experience, and another reason why you shouldn't put your trust into this so-called friends of yours. All right, okay. Anybody who said they're your friends, they're not really your friends, man. Okay. You gotta try them, you gotta test them, okay. And the way you're gonna find out is gonna be when when you in a time of trouble, all right, and you're seeking for help, all right, from your so-called friends, okay, the ones who have said, if you need anything, I got you. Just call me. I'll help you out. Those ones, man. Those ones you gotta be careful of. The ones who make fake promises, man. Okay, promises that they cannot keep. Okay. So to the brothers and the sisters out there, who don't know what I've been going through lately is that my father-in-law passed away. He was me and him was really close. It was like a father to me. Always helped me. When I needed help, when I needed some type of a device. Okay, how to deal with this. Worldly devices. He always helped. But no, but I never really went to him for too much of our devices, because sometimes, man, you have to be careful. No matter if your family members are asking for devices all the time, you have to be careful. But anyway, so so he how about him took his spirit. Okay, his spirit is at rest right now. And I know for sure he's in a bad place. Okay, but so my wife needed and I needed help, of her to go back over there to Babylon, she wants to go over there and finalize whatever he had, and just, make sure it's all, figured out, you know what I mean? But all these worldly people, once they found out, he passed away, and then what they do? What did they do? What came out of their mouth is this: oh, if you need any help, man, brother and sister, we got you, man. Anything you need, we got you. Like, you need help to go back over there. Anything you need, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? And that right there, man. I myself, like, I'm aware of those things, man, because I've been in a few issues, troubles before, and people will just throw those words to you. Okay, they will say that to make you feel better, but when you really go in and say, man, shit, let me get that help now, that's when you see the true color, all right? You know what I mean? And, the only help me and my wife got right now is help from my other side of family, her side of family. A few brothers who's looking to help out. But any of the so-called friends out here, they say that who call themselves a true friends of mine or hers, most of them ain't doing shit, and it's a lesson. Okay, a land, and also it's I'm doing this lesson. I'm not bashing these people, but it's just lesson to let you brothers out there, and sisters out there, know to this truth that these things are gonna happen to you, and you have to be aware of it and know how to take care of it and overcome it, because it's written in the Bible. Okay. Because if it happened to you and you didn't know this was written in the Bible, you go crazy. But if you know it's already written, then you're like, okay, this is what the book of Sirach 37 is going into. All right. And if you, at the precepts also, I'm going to get out. All right. So this is the book of Sirach chapter 37 verse 4, right? It says, there is a companion which rejoiceth in the prosperity of a friend. There's a company out there or group of people out there of your friend, whatever, who rejoiceth when you're doing good. All right, they're cool with you because you're doing well. All right, you got your shit taken care of. Okay, you shine. So these people, therefore, are rejoicing with you. Okay, because there's a benefits they're receiving from they're getting from you. You see, and I've seen that many times. Hey, I haven't been in truth, more than the apostles, the bishops, and the elders. All right, but for sure, the years of being in truth, I can speak on that and say that's true. This do happen, and it says, there is a companion which rejoiceth in the prosperity of a friend. All right, that's these worldly ass niggas, man. These niggas, okay, they do that, but in the time of trouble, we'll be against him. You see what I'm saying? In the time of trouble, this right here, this individual or individuals, they will be up against you. They ain't gonna stand up with you, man. And if you have a friend like that, they might not be in this truth, but you have that type of friend, you gotta keep that friend, man. You keep a friend like that. That's a good friend right there, because even the scripture speaks on that type of friendship, man. If you have a friend like that, you gotta keep him, because ain't no other friends gonna replace that. What your what type of friend? It's like what your friend do for you. A good friend, man. I'm talking about a good friend, because all these niggas nowadays they run their mouth, man. Okay, that's all they do. That's all Jack do, man, is run their mouth. Okay, and that's something, man. You brothers out there, sisters out there, you're gonna experience, and it's gonna hurt you. Okay, because it's gonna be coming from a so-called close friend of yours that you thought you were cool with. All right, that's how it's gonna be. Okay, straight up, man. All right, let's go to Sirach 37 and 1. False friends. That's the title. That's the title of it. But it's in a different translation. It reads, "Anyone can claim to be your friend." Oh, that's right, man. Anyone can claim to be your friend when you're doing well. You see. All right. It's easy to make friends when you're doing well, man. When you in your prosperity. Okay. It's easy to make a friend. Okay, straight up. Anybody know that, man? Everyone know that. All right. It's easy to make friend when you're doing good. All right. And I've seen niggas switching up. Niggas never want to hit you up, see how you doing. Yeah, that happened, because they know you were going through some shit, and they don't want to be there for you. They don't want any type of help being asked from them. And I remember this one nigga, man. When I was doing good back when I was doing all right for myself, it was really close with me. And then something happened where I had a nice car. When I lost that car I had, I was going through my own shit, and that nigga was never there, man. I'll give this nigga some money and everything. Hey, but when he found out I was going through it, I even hit up him to see if he can give me some, to help me out with anything when I needed it. The answer was no, and he had it. You see what I'm saying? All right. So when you read our same precept in our KJV, it says this, right? Hold on real quick. It says, "Every friend saith, I am his friend also, but there is a friend which is only a friend in the name." Okay. And now when you read this or before, it says anyone can claim to be your friend, but some people are friends in the are friends in the name only. All right. Verse 2. The grief caused when a close friendship turns sour is bad as death. That's right, man. Because you put so much trust into your friend. You think this is you're right riding that type of friend, and you do that. Hey, man, it always turns out to be bad. But that's why the scripture says in the book of Psalms. It says here, right? The only friend you should really have as a friend is a brother in his truth, sisters in his truth. All right. Oh, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's the only way I can say it. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 56, verse 11. In the Most I have put my trust, I will not be afraid what man can do unto me. That's why. So, if you put your trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you wouldn't be worried about these so-called friends around this world, man. Psalms 118, verse 8. It is better to put trust. It is better to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua than to put confidence in a man. You see, straight to the point, man. Psalms 146 and verse 3. Put not your trust in princes, not in son of man, in whom there's no help. These people can't help you to a level that Yahweh Hashem can help you, man, out of. All right. The Most High could use anything to help you out of what you need, and these people can't do it. Okay, these people, the Most High is not like that, man. Okay. Proverbs 29 and 25. The fear of a man brings a snare. When you start putting fear into people or this and that, and you think this, oh, that's my friend, man, I gotta respect him, because when you respect somebody, that's fear towards that person. When you start doing all these people, man, that's bad. It's a snare. You putting trap to your soul, man. The fear of a man bringeth a snare, but whoso putteth his trust in Yahweh Hashem shall be safe. You see? And that's, how we should be. Okay, our trust should be towards Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, unto these damn fucking heathens, man. All right? Because at the end of the day, they're going to show you the true color. And then, you got, but see, you have to learn hard way, though. Okay? Going back to Surah 37 and verse 3, it says, in GMBDC translation, it says, this evil and purse we have, why was it ever formed? How did it manage to cover the earth with the seed? Well, you gotta go back to the time of Adam and Eve, man. And that's why all this evil comes from. Okay, how the whole world is upside down, man. And the man ruling the earth right now, which is Esau, him as well. It's like him as well also. It's like you. Verse 4. Some people will be your friend as long as things are going well. You see? And that's true. You're going to see this for yourself. You brothers, you see this for yourself all the time. But they will turn against you when trouble comes. And that's here what you see here in the KJV. Okay? Verse 5. A real friend who will help you against your enemies and protect you in the fight. And that's a true friend right there, man. And if you get a friend like that, keep that friend, man, no matter what. When you read the KJV, it says 37:5. There is a companion which helpeth his friend for the belly and take up a buckler against enemy. Yeah, I know friends like that, man. All right. I know friends like that, and I also know the fake friends. They any man that open up his mouth, trying be knowing this and that, that ain't no friend, man. I'm telling you, that ain't no friend. In verse 6, it says, never forget such a companion in a battle. Share the result of your victory with him. That's right, man. If you have a friend like that, hey, man, don't forget our friend. Okay? Okay, you going, the friend who helped you to overcome things you were facing. Don't forget our friend when you prosper, when you become rich or in certain things. Remember him. So, hey, even in truth, man, if you have a good friend of yours, but he hasn't come to this truth and knowledge, all right, you gotta pray for that friend. Now you got all these riches of the truth. Okay, pray for him, and maybe how about Shem Shama have mercy upon him. All right, just because he don't believe, that don't mean he's not part of the elect right now at the moment. Because you didn't believe at one time. You see what I'm saying? So I myself, when I came in the truth, man, the true friends I still have today, I pray, Lord willing, if they're part of the elect, eventually they will understand it. If they ain't, that's not my will. That's the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But I'm not gonna bash them. You know, uh, you know, um, treat them like a piece of shit when they're still willing to be my friend after I have told them the truth, but they respected the truth, because it's hard to find a friend like that, man. Okay. All right. It's okay. So let's go from there. Let's get another precept in the book of Sirach, um, chapter 6. All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 6, and verse 8. I'm gonna start from verse 7. If thou wouldst get a friend, prove him first, and be no haste to credit him. You know, that's right, man. And this goes as well when a brother comes in his truth. This apply both ways, man. A friend who wanna be friend in his truth, you gotta put a friend. You gotta test it, test him, see who this individual is. All right, which is the same thing when a brother first comes in his truth. You can't say, oh, you hear you opening up your mouth. It says, "Kahalam Yahweh Shem Yahushai." This brother's in the truth, man, and you put his brother in a position, and then he's not. He wasn't it. Like the scripture says, many are called, but few are chosen. He was called to know some of it, to condemn himself, and then gone. You're too quick. You're too too quickly to credit him. It's gonna happen also in this world we live in this world we live in, man. Okay, let's read that in GMBDC. Verse 7 says, "When you make a friend, don't be too quick to trust them. Make sure that they have proved themselves." That's right, man. Verse 8 in the KJV, "For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of that trouble." And you know that. Jake out there, in different translation, some people will be your friends only when it is convenient for them, but they won't stand by you in your trouble, And you're going to have individuals who want to be your friends because you're on high level in this truth. They want to get close to you because you're known, or you're gonna have friends in this world because you got something they need from you. You see what I mean? All right. It benefits them being your friend, but when it comes to time when you're in trouble, you look around. That friend ain't gonna be there for you. And that's legit. Verse 9. "And there's a friend who, being turned to enmity and strife, we discover that reproach." In a different translation, others will fall out with you over some argument, and then embarrass you by letting everybody know about it. You see? There you go. And you got individuals out there like that, man. All right? And you see this happening among these fucking scoffers, these niggas that came in this truth, and they were close with the apostles and the elders, and now what do when they fall out? Start talking shit about the apostles. Start calling the apostle by their own name. That's a lesson learned. That's an example we take. And you got niggas that do the same thing, and out of the truth, man. So if you ever face this situation, understand these things are written, man. And this is another reason why you shouldn't put your trust in a friend. And that's why the apostles always say, hey, man, even though we hear, we preach this now, we don't be kicking like that. Okay, when it's Sunday, cool, we hear, we go on how in Bibles, we do our thing. Then each man goes his own way. Sometimes brothers, some brothers do hang and kick, but it ain't like that with it really ain't supposed to be like that, man. The more you hang out with each other like that, the more it could get annoyed, and the more you know what I mean, like you get irritated. Okay, but if each individual out there is doing his own thing, you're teaching, you do your daily lesson on how in Bible you meet, you might hang for a couple of minutes, you go home. Hey man, you find there's a peace in that, man. Okay, because everybody's different, man. Verse 10. Others will sit at your table as long as things are going well. You see, others is going to be by your side when shit is going well for you, man. All right? That's a fake friend. In the KJV, and again, some friends is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of the affliction. Verse 11. But in the prosperity, he will be as a thyself, and he will behold over thy servants. All right? This translation, it says, I'm going to read it again. Others we sit at your table as long as things are going well. They will stick to you like your shadow and give orders to your servants, but they will not stand by you in trouble. You see? If thou be brought low, he will be, in the KJV says, if thou be brought low, he will be against thee, and will hide himself from thy face. Separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends. All right. Verse 12 in GMBDC. If your situation takes a turn for the worse, they will turn against you, and you won't be able to find them anywhere. Stay away from your enemies and be on a guard against your friends. A loyal friend is like a safe shelter. Find one, and you have and you have a treasure. Okay, a loyal friend is like a safe shelter. Find one, and you have a treasure. Okay, so that's a true friend right there, man. So if you find a friend like that, you got one, you have a treasure, man. A friend who's gonna be, who's even there with you in the time of your affliction, and this friend is never there when you prosper. When you prospering, you don't see that individual with you when you're doing that. But when it's time of your trouble, you go, through things. He's the first one there, man. And you're like, man, fuck, man. When I was doing this, when I didn't invite, him, but now he's here. That's the type of friend you want, man. Because even in this truth, man, you're gonna have brothers, okay? In this truth, you think they're gonna, gonna have your back when you're going through things, and they might not. That's something you gotta understand, man. Okay. All right. Not every friend that you say is your friend is gonna be your friend, man. Okay. It could be a random guy you never met before, a random woman you never met before, who's gonna end up being your close friend than you ever thought, man. Than you expected. All right. That's the way. That's where things sometimes end up working like, man. All right. Even among your own family members, man. Okay. So, Lord willing, that was edifying, man. And this is, I'm speaking from experience. It finally hit, and I finally seen it. And, thought I would do a lesson on it. Hey, Shalom.